Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do just like a chit chat, get ready with me today. I'm not really going anywhere. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So I actually am just gonna be filming a bunch of videos today because you know, your girl's gotta make the most of her off days. When I'm not at work, like if you didn't know, I still have a full-time job. So when I'm off work, I have to film a lot of videos so I can try and stay consistent. So that is the goal for October. It's October, y'all. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. But that is the goal for October, is to be consistent and to have consistent uploads. So with that being said, I'm actually getting ready to film other videos, and I thought, why not sit down and just film a chit chat, get ready with me type of video, you know? So let's do it. Let's just go ahead and get started. So my hair, whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so all the products that I'm gonna use today, I'm gonna leave it down in the description box so you'll know, because as I'm talking, I might forget to say what I'm using. So yeah, but I've already primed my face. I just used a Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base, and I love that stuff because it's like a 2-in-1 moisturizer and a primer. You can also just use it as a primer and use your other favorite moisturizer, but today I just felt like doing a 2-in-1, so that's what I did. So what's up, guys? You know, I'm feeling really good today. You know, I tried to film this video, a couple videos last weekend, and it just wasn't happening. Like, it just was not in the cards for me. Like, I filmed them and I just wasn't loving them, you know? You know how that happens where you like try to do something and it just doesn't come out the way you want it to? Like, I just was not, I just was not feeling it. So I figured, I think that was God telling me, like, girl, you need a break. Like, you need a rest. So take some time, get your thoughts together, get your mind together, and rest. So I am rested. I took the week to just like not worry about YouTube. I should have pinned my hair back. Not worry about YouTube, and to just rest and to plan and to just get myself together. So your girl's feeling good. I don't know what else to say. I feel good. So, but I felt like with this video, like any kind of chit chat video, I feel like I should have a topic, because otherwise I'm just gonna like ramble on about nothing. So to avoid that, let's actually have a topic here today. So so what I kind of wanted to touch on, I thought this would be a good topic because, oh, what do I have in my hair? Oh girl, get it together. What I wanted to touch on today is just something that I've been going through. I mean, it's something I've been going through for like as long as I can remember, but I think recently it's something that I've just been like dealing with, and I feel like I've gotten to a place in my life where I've overcome it, or I've reached like this threshold in life where it's like uncharted territory. So I thought this would be a good topic to talk about and see how anyone else is feeling out there. But for me, the topic is confidence and finding your confidence. So like I said, it's something that like I feel like a lot of people deal with. Like I've just recently, like, I guess you could call it a breakthrough. I just recently got to a really good place in my life with being confident in myself and knowing who I am and, you know, things like that. So yeah, let's talk about it and finding your confidence. You know, for me, like this whole YouTube thing is not something I just woke up one day and was like, yeah, let me just start filming videos, you know, why not? It's been something I have been wanting to do, or an industry I've wanted to get into for like the past 10 years almost. like 9 or 10 years, if I'm being honest. It wasn't always YouTube. It started off as wanting to have a blog, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a blogger. I wanted to have my own blog. I wanted it to be about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, those kind of things. But at the time, like, it didn't really have a name like it does now, like lifestyle. Like, that's a category, and I feel like at the time it wasn't one. Not that that matters. Anyways, so it's been like years, and the thing that's held me back from doing that or achieving that has been lack of confidence in myself, and also like caring what other people think about me. And now I'm at a place where like I'm filming a YouTube video and I'm gonna post it on the internet, on YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've just gotten to a place where it's kind of wild to me that I'm like in this place. So that's another reason why I wanted to like talk about it, because it's been a struggle for a long time, and I finally, like I said, reached this threshold where I can feel confident in myself to post videos on YouTube. So here we are. So for me, I think the key to like, or one of the things that helped me find my confidence is finding out what the insecurity actually is. Like, what is causing you to be insecure, you know? So for me, it kind of came down to like, is it something someone has said to you? Is it a particular person in your life that is causing you to be insecure? Like, how long have you felt this way? And like really thinking about it, like, where does that insecurity come from? And for me, it was a combination of a lot of things. Like, it was like, unbeknownst to me, like a person in my life who, not maliciously or not even knowing, they were creating some sort of insecurity in me. It was things that people that are really close to me have said to me way back in the day. And it was mainly like the fear of what other people thought, like just being really afraid that people were going to talk about me and they were going to say things, and, you know, being embarrassed. And, you know, I mean, that was it. That's where it stemmed from. And I think a lot of people, like, understanding where that comes from is the beginning of how you can overcome it, you know? And if it's a person, or if it's something that someone has said to you, especially if it was a long time ago, I think getting to the root of that and like, why is that so triggering? Why is that so harming or detrimental to your confidence now? Because if it's something someone said to you when you were like a teenager and you're in your mid to late 20s, why does it still hold weight, you know? Why is that still something that like rings in your mind as being like harmful to you or making you feel less than? So yeah, I had to go through that portion of my life where I really had to sit with that and think about like why it affected me. And I'm not gonna get too personal and like tell all my business, but I think for anyone who's on this journey of trying to find their confidence, figure out where the insecurity is coming from is basically where I'm trying to get at, you know? And it could be also social media could be causing an insecurity, and if you think that's where it's coming from or you're not really sure, like, try to go on a fast from social media. Like, don't get on it. And I know that's easier said than done, but because it's become such a natural part of our lives. But what you could do, because I actually just did this a couple weeks ago, and it's not that I can't confirm or say firmly that social media like causes a super big insecurity in me, but I think it causes a little one. I think it does to everyone, because you're comparing your life to everyone else's life at their high point. No one really posts about their low points. Some people do, to be real and to be honest, but a lot of people, they want to put out the best of themselves. They want to put out the best version of themselves on the internet. So we're looking at people's highs and like going through our lows and comparing, and that's not really healthy. It's not good for your mental state, and it's not good for your confidence. So, you know, I think fasting from social media is a very healthy thing to do. And it could be just for a week. It could be for, you know, a day, a couple hours a day. And the thing that you could do is you can set, like, on your phone, at least I know on iPhones, you can set time limits on your phone and say, in your settings, you say, I only want to be on social media or Instagram or any app that's on your phone. You can select it and say, I only want to be on this app for 2 hours a day, an hour a day, 30 minutes a day. And when it gets to that time limit, it warns you when it's down to 5 minutes, like, hey, you have 5 minutes left. And then it'll go black and it'll say your time's up and you won't be able to get on it. I mean, there's always like a bypass, so there's always an option where it says ignore time limit. But when that time limit comes up, it makes you more aware of like if you set it for 3 hours and you're like, dang, I've been on Instagram for 3 hours today, like, and it might not be in a row. It could be like, I got on 30 minutes at this time, 20 minutes on my lunch break, an hour, you know, after work. But it makes you more aware of where you're spending your time, you know? And yeah, that was one of the things that I fasted from, and I did that. And I cut out social media cold turkey. And because it won't give you the option to completely cut it out, the lowest you can go to is a minute. So I had to set my Instagram like time limit on for 1 minute. And I was so conditioned and trained to, like, every time I would pick up my phone, I wanted to go on Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, I can't. To the point where, like, a week later when I'm available to get on it, I don't really have the desire to get on it anymore. And not because I don't think it's fun or interesting, but just, I don't know, I don't. At the moment right now in my life, spending hours on Instagram, I feel like isn't where I need to be right now. I think eventually, like, I could get back on it and spend hours, you know, because I do like getting on there to communicate with my friends or to like look for fashion inspiration, or recently I've been really into nail art. So looking up nail art, or, like, you know, there's things you can do on there that's positive. But right now in my life, it seems like there's a lot more negative that's coming out of it. So for now, it's like, we're just gonna keep that to a bare minimum. Because I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey in my life right now where I don't want to be on social media for like 5 hours a day. I just don't. And that can change. People change, we grow, we get better, you know. So anyways, I digress. So again, that's not like a broken record, but just find out where that insecurity comes from and figure out how you can address it. And the thing that, like, I think more people than not, Instagram or social media can create some sort of illusion or some sort of insecurity within them. And I think the other thing to kind of think about is perfection is an illusion. Nothing and no one is perfect. So if you're looking for perfection within yourself, you're gonna drive yourself crazy, and it's gonna cause an insecurity, or, you know, fan the flame of insecurity because you feel like you're not achieving this perfection that doesn't exist. It's not real, boo. Perfection is not real. It's not real, boo. So don't stress yourself out trying to be perfect, because you never will be. And if you're going to social media to look at certain people and thinking that their life is perfect, it's not, girl, boy, non-gender conforming, everyone. It's just not. No one's perfect. Perfect is an illusion. I think you can strive to be great, but don't strive to be perfect, because that's gonna drive you crazy. I'm just saying. You know, I've had some people that were like, I want to be perfect, like, I want to do this X, Y, and Z, and it all has to be perfect. And that's great. Like, if you have high standards and you want to achieve greatness, that's amazing. Go for it. Do it. But saying you want to be perfect, I think layers on this weight and expectation of your own ability that you're not gonna achieve perfect. It's just not gonna happen. And I think realizing that, I'm like, I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not gonna say everything perfectly. I'm not gonna do everything perfectly. I'm not gonna look perfect. That's just not gonna happen. And once you kind of break through that and understand it, and whatever that might mean for you, whether you're looking at your features and thinking they're not perfect, or your body and it's not perfect, or your outfits, or your hair, or you know, your lifestyle, or the work that you do isn't perfect, I think once you break through that, sorry, my phone's going off. My bad. I think once you break through that, knowing that perfection is an illusion, it's almost freeing in a way, you know? It's like, I'm free to do and achieve and be all the things I want to be without perfection. In my eyes, like when I kind of broke that down and I felt that, I was like, it's really freeing to know that perfection is not a thing. I don't know. I mean, I hope this is valuable to anyone, but I don't know. For my own mind, it's like, that really just helped me a lot, is understanding that and really breaking that down. And I think, I'm not saying like don't achieve anything. Like I said, maybe don't say perfect or perfection, but greatness. Like, I feel like greatness is something we can all achieve, and you can keep pushing the boundaries of greatness. But perfection, baby, no, it's not a thing. It's really not. So set yourself free. Set yourself free and know that perfection is an illusion. You heard it here first, kids. Like, there's nothing on God's green earth that is perfect. And he even says so himself. So take with that what you will. Okay, so my other step to how I kind of like found my confidence, or how you can find your confidence, is self-love. You know, really getting to understand who you are. And it's a process. This isn't like a 1, 2, 3, 4 like step system that like once you get through all these steps, you're gonna be so good, you're gonna be, you know, ready to go, you're gonna have so much confidence. It's not like that. Like, it's not, you know, it's different for everyone. But for me, like, self-love, like learning to, one, learn who you are, you know, as a person. Talking and bronzing at the same time. Learn who you are as a person, and like learn who you want to be. Like, who do you want to be as a person? What are the things you want to achieve? Like, or what do you want to be remembered for? Like, or not even remembered, but what do you want to be known for, like, while you're here? So spend some time with yourself. And like, self-love doesn't always have to be like, I'm gonna put on a sheet mask and, you know, like, I don't know, do makeup things. Maybe it's journaling. Sorry, I have like this lint ball in my hair. Oh my god. Oh, help me, Jesus, fix it. Okay, maybe it's journaling, like I said. Doing things that make you feel good. So bust out a journal and start writing down your thoughts and opinions. Like my friend Jasmine, like I have a whole vlog where she came to visit me. But she journals a lot, and she's actually a really good go-to friend for like having these kind of discussions. And sometimes I think this year, if not any other year, has really, I think, taught a lot of people, including myself, like to slow down and to really think and to really spend time with yourself. And for me, it wasn't just spending time with myself, it was also spending a lot of time with God and understanding what it is like he wants me to do and how to love myself. So that's a whole nother video. But self-love, girl, self-love. Also with self-love, that could also mean like everybody does not deserve to be in your space, in your aura, and in your presence. Okay? Because if you figure out what's causing your insecurity and it's a person, self-love means removing that person from your life because you care about yourself. You care about where you're going, you care about your goals, and they can't be around if they're just gonna bring you down, essentially, you know? I mean, it's not new advice, it's not like record breaking, you know, but sometimes you gotta like say it out loud to yourself, like, did you not just identify that this person was making you feel less than, but you're still gonna keep them around? Do you love yourself? It's like one of those moments, you know? So, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, because it never is. It's not gonna be easy. But pay attention to those kind of things. Like, you just told yourself that so-and-so ain't good, but we're still gonna keep them around. Okay. So remove those people out of your life. Please do it. Remove them. And it's not gonna be easy, you know? There's not a friend that I have that's had to cut someone out of their life that said it was easy, myself included. Like, cutting people out of your life is not easy, but it's a decision that you have to make for yourself. It's a decision that, you know, by doing it, you're gonna be better off. Sorry if the lighting is changing. Like, I think a cloud came out and covered the sun, so I'm trying to use my natural light. So yeah, do what you gotta do, boo, to take care of yourself, okay? And the other thing with self-love is feed your soul. Feed your soul. I know it sounds so silly, but I mean, that can mean like anything that you really, I don't want to say it can mean anything you really want it to mean, but for me, like, feeding my soul would mean, like I said, I spent a lot of time with God this quarantine and getting to know him better and spending time in his presence. And I understand if that's not for everybody, but it was for me. And it just radically changed my thought process. It changed what I viewed about myself. And that in and of itself was my journey to confidence, was really like getting in his face and just letting him show things to me. And whatever that spiritual journey is for you and feeding your soul, allow it to reveal some things to you, and you need to be prepared for what you might see. That sounds so dramatic. Okay, I'm sorry. That sounds way more dramatic than it needs to be, but it's true. Like, you have to be prepared that, like, maybe your very best friend, that might be revealed to you that they don't have your best interest at heart, or they might be the #1 reason why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. So, you know, if you're gonna ask for something, you're gonna put it out there, just be prepared for the answer. So yeah, sorry, my camera cut off, but yeah, so just be prepared for the answer. Feeding your soul also doesn't have to mean it doesn't have to be a spiritual journey. I mean, for me it was, but it could also be like, do things that just make you feel good. Like, if you know, part of your insecurity has stemmed from body image issues, obviously don't do something that's dangerous to you or harmful, but if you're facing body image issues, are you doing everything in the healthy way possible that you can to alter that? Are you surrounding yourself by positive people who aren't going to reinforce a negative image of you? Are you going to the gym? Even if it's once a week, it could be something small, until you build up the endurance and the courage to go multiple times a week, you know? Do a little bit of yoga, do some jumping jacks in your house, you know? Maybe you can't go to the gym. I mean, I know, like, staying home is still a very much real thing right now in the world. So, I mean, but we have the internet, YouTube. You can look up probably a lot of workouts on YouTube. Everyone and their mama knows about Yoga with Adrienne, so take one of her classes. Do some meditation. So, you know, eat healthy. Drink some water. When was the last time you had a glass of water? Okay, so feed your soul. Like, sometimes you just gotta do things that feel good, that you also know is good for you. Because you can take that way out of context and start doing a bunch of crazy things and you're like, well, it feels good. No, Do things that help you, that benefit you to be a better person, okay? To be a better you. That's what this is all about, finding your confidence to be a better you, you know? So, and that's like something else I'm trying to do, is being more aware, because I also feel like Feed Your Soul, it was a spiritual journey for me, but it also kind of led me back to, what am I absorbing? What am I putting into my mind and my thoughts? What am I looking at every day? And it definitely took me back to YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Instagram, where it's like, is this really, like, is this really something that's bettering me as a human being, you know? And in short, at the moment, at this moment in time in my life, no. Can it? Of course. I think you have to know when enough is enough and you need a break. When it's no longer, you're like, I know a lot of people can use Instagram as a business and they make money off of it, but if you're using it for just as a social platform and what you're absorbing isn't really benefiting you, and you can't look outside of the things, the negative things that are being put inside of you, then maybe you need to cut that off for a little bit. So I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with feeding your soul, but so. Okay, pause for a second. I need to cut the lights on because that cloud that covered the sun, I can't see. I feel a little bit better about it. Yeah. And then the other thing that kind of just, I think it was the last part in my life that kind of solidified being able to find my confidence, is the friends that I'm around, the friends that I keep around me. Yes, friends, your friends. Making sure that you surround yourself with positive people that support you and love you and want the best for you, you know? Not all your friends want to see you succeed. That's real. You know, you may think so, but when you start to step out and try new things and want to start new big ideas and new projects, and you start verbalizing these things to certain people, their reactions can be very telling, you know? I think fortunately for me, I have a very good support system of friends who will support my creative endeavors. Like, for example, like YouTube, me reaching out to my friends and telling them like, hey, I want to do a YouTube channel, what do you think? And they're like, yes, I love it. And not only do they support it, but they're also gonna be real and tell me like what I need to do to fix it, give me ideas or give me tips, and be constructive, because you also don't want a bunch of people that are just gassing you up. You know, you want real friends that are gonna, like, you know, the kind of friends that if you step out the house wearing something crazy, they're gonna tell you. They're gonna be like, girl, I love what you're trying to do here, but I think we need to rethink this specific outfit. You need those kind of friends, you know, that love you enough, that are gonna support you and be like, yes, I love what you're trying to do here, but maybe if you just tweak this, or if your thumbnail was a little bit different, or, you know, those are the kind of friends that will keep you motivated, keep you on track. Now, if you have a bunch of people that are so negative, and it could be a root of, no, not could be, it is probably a root of things that they got going on in their own lives, or their own insecurities that turn into jealousy because you're moving up or moving on to something else and different, you may want to remove those people from your life. I'm just saying. Because it's gonna keep you where you are, and they might even say things and bring up things that you didn't even know, that you didn't previously have an insecurity about, but because they've said it and you trust them, you're now second guessing yourself, and you're like, wait a minute. I never thought about that. I never felt that way about myself until you said that. Huh. Because it could be, they could be planting insecurities in you that you never had and that you were never meant to have. So really look at that, you know? Really look at your circle. And I know we love to say no new friends, but it might be time for some new friends. So, I mean, I don't know. Confidence, it's a tricky thing. It's not like a one size fits all. Here are the 10 steps to overcoming and, oh, that's dark. I was like, ooh, well, smell looks a little pigmented on this brush. Should knock that off. So it's not like a one size fits all thing. It can be a very personal thing. It can be a very like, I mean, a personal and vulnerable thing. It really is. But for me, like, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not someone who I think, okay, I have a little bit of confidence now. I'm so much better. It's gonna be an ongoing thing. I know it's gonna be an ongoing thing. Okay, the sun is back out. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to like make sure my lighting is, and I'm improving on my lighting. And now I'm wondering, like, do I need to turn the lights back on? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We're okay. Okay. What was I saying? So yeah, confidence is like an ongoing thing. There is no one size fits all, you know. These were kind of some of the things that I had to sit and think about for my own self. And figure out what's holding me back. And like I said before, like, when you really ask that question, like when you really put it out there, and for me it was to God and, you know, whatever spiritual thing you believe in, if you put that out there and you really truly want an answer, be prepared for what you might hear. Just saying. Because when it gets revealed to you, there's nothing worse than, like, first the initial shock of it being revealed to you. You're just like, for real? Dang, that's crazy. I would have never guessed. Or they're gonna tell you something you already know, and it's like, I thought so, but I guess I know for sure now. So, but when that happens, you also have to be prepared to react. You know, if overcoming confidence or insecurities to have more confidence is something you really truly want to get over so you can move on and achieve the things you really want to achieve in life, you got to be prepared to react. You got to be prepared to you know, make some decisions. And nothing hurts worse than when it's about a person that you cared about, or a friend that's in your life. It could even be a family member, you know, that could be revealed to you, like, hey, maybe you need to cool it with talking to them as much. Maybe you don't need to reach out to them as much. Family is family, and they're always going to be your family. So, but if it's a friend, you may be having to cut some people off, because you don't want to be stuck. That's not where you want. Nobody wants to be stuck. So this is feeling very fall, but like a subtle fall, like my kind of fall. I'm here for it. So, oh yeah, asking for revelation. Yeah, so if you ask for it, be prepared for it. And not only be prepared to receive it, but be prepared to make decisions about it. And it won't be easy, you know? Especially if it's like something you've been dealing with for a long time. Like for me, like insecurities have been planted in me, and I've been fighting them off or dealing with them for a long time. And I'm very blessed and fortunate that it hasn't been so detrimental to me that I needed to result to something dangerous. Like an eating disorder or depression, or, you know, I've been very, very, very blessed in that way. Dang, I forgot my eye pencil. I mean, my eyebrow pencil. 1 second, no. So, like I said, I've been very, very blessed and fortunate to not have to not have my insecurities manifest into something a little bit more serious, more dangerous. And again, if you are going through something really serious, I'm not like a therapist. I'm not, you know, somebody that's gonna have all the answers. I'm just sharing my experience with insecurities and like little things that I've done to get over it. But me, I'm just, you know, a girl from Virginia who has 18 subscribers at the time that I'm filming this video. So you know, I haven't solved all the world's problems when it comes to confidence and figuring things out. I've just kind of, I don't know, I really think God has done a work on me the past couple of months and has really gotten me through the threshold of being able to sit here and film a YouTube video, considering it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. But again, like if you're going through something serious, I think you need to reach out to someone, whether it's family, a close friend, or, you know, you don't even have to tell anybody. You can just call, like call a therapist, like call, you know, someone for help. Like don't suffer in silence, kind of a thing, because that's never good. But like I said, I haven't found a magic cure for confidence. I think these things kind of help me reach a threshold that I can start chasing my dreams in a real way, and not just like writing them down on pieces of paper or like attempting to do something, but like really go after it and really like pursue them, you know, and do everything I can while I am living and breathing to start my dreams and not be held back anymore, you know, because life just isn't that long to not be achieving your dreams. So and the thing is, like, I've been dealing with insecurity for, I mean, a long time, like a long time. Like for as far as I can remember, I've always had some sort of insecurity about me. And it wasn't until recently, I mean like July maybe, that all of these, I literally had to, I wrote it down like in my notebook, like all the steps, not even steps, I don't want to say that because it's not like a step program to getting over your insecurities, but I had to write down the things that really helped me get to the place that where I am now. Okay, so sorry, I can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. Not possible, not in the cards for me. So but yeah, like I was saying, like I had to like write everything down to kind of like figure out, how did I get to this place? You know, I've been struggling with this for so long. Like, how did I get to a place where I could feel comfortable and confident enough to not only film a YouTube video, but to post it? Because I probably, on my iPad, I have, like my old iPad, I have about 2 to 3 videos that I filmed thinking I was gonna be a YouTuber, and I just got like, I was like, I can't do it, I can't post them, I cannot do it. And I didn't post them, but they are definitely on my iPad, and I probably won't end up ever posting them. Oh shoot, no, this is an emergency. Okay, actually I'm just gonna let that dry and then I can wipe that off. So anyways, I probably won't ever end up posting them because I don't know, I don't really see the need to. But yeah, like it just, like I said, it's something that I've been dealing with. So now that I'm at this place where I can actually like post the video and not feel super insecure about it, it's kind of crazy to me, you know? It's just like crazy in a good way. Like, how did I get here? So yeah, I had to write everything down. And this is not to say that I'm never gonna feel insecure ever again, because that's not it. That's not true. I'll have insecurities come up, but I think when I feel them, I'll be better equipped to identify them like quicker and like let them go or get rid of them, or you know. So yeah, it's just wild to me. And I don't know if any of these things, I could be rambling on at this point, but I don't know if any of the things that I said was helpful, or, you know, were things that people could put into action, or even just like, just giving people something to think about, you know, being able to say something that might give people pause and be like, maybe I do need to reevaluate some things, or maybe I am feeling this way, or maybe I do need to get off Instagram, you know, or fast from certain things, or social media. But I just figured, you know, since I've gotten to this place, maybe there's someone else that wants to get to this place, and they don't even know they want to get to this place, or that they're not at that place. But yeah. Okay, sorry, I like stopped talking and like focused on my face a little bit. So yeah, I mean, everyone's different in their journey and how they're figuring things out in life, and so it's not a one size fits all. Like I said, it's not like a step program that you're gonna do these things and find yourself super confident. Like, it doesn't work like that, and it also takes time. Like I said, I've been dealing with insecurities and things for years. But I think there comes a point in time where you gotta start putting things into action, especially if you already know. If you already know what's holding you back, like, girl, I gotta stop saying girl. Girl, boy, non-gender conforming. Like, you gotta really put some things into action, you know? Really think about these things, because you don't want to be stuck and miss out on life, because it's not that long. Yeah. Oh, kind of goopy. Alright, so I have changed my shirt, I have put on some earrings, I kind of like clipped my hair back. So I am ready for my day of filming a lot more videos. So yeah, feeling cute. This shirt is, what is this shirt? It's like this oversized button-up from Topshop, but you'll see more about it in another video. But hi, yes, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for sticking by. You know, I hope I didn't ramble on too much and that there was some sort of value in what I was saying. You know, maybe, possibly. But thank you for sticking around this long. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, like this video or subscribe, or both. You could do both. I'm cool with that. Do both. Why not? Do both. So yeah. But until next time, I will see you guys later. So, bye. All right, I'm hungry. I'll order some Chinese food before I film another video. Okay.